This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer, baby. The one, the only. A father in the house. Wow! I was just doing some thinking. A lot of, investors, are relatively new to the stock market and may not know certain things like what's a market order, what's a limit order. And these are very important terms to know, especially during a squeeze. So the Ape Father figured, let me just make a quick little video to educate some of the newer investors, okay, what a market order is versus a limit order. A market order is basically you want to get out of the market as quickly as possible, ASAP. Okay. And that's it. So, you're not going to get top dollar. You're going to get whoever is on the market right now who wants to buy your shares. It's kind of like they're going to dictate to you what they want to pay. So, like, I'll give you an example. Okay. Let's say you wanted to sell your car very quickly. You understand? So instead of selling it to, say, a private buyer where you're going to get top dollar, you bring it to the car dealership. The car dealership is not going to give you top dollar. Like you ever see those signs on the highway? We buy houses for cash. You ever see those signs? Okay. These are investors who, let's say you have a home and you're in risk of maybe going into foreclosure, whatever the case may be, having financial difficulty. They'll buy your house. They're not going to give you top dollar. If your house is worth $300,000, they might offer you $200,000. You see what I'm trying to say? That's kind of like what, a market order is, okay? You're not going to get top dollar, but you're going to get out of the market very, very quickly. Now, a limit order is you're standing strong with diamond bowls. You're like, look, this is what I want for my stock, mother effer, You're like, I'm not bending. I'm not budging. I am willing to wait. I'm willing to risk, the stock going down. I don't care. I want the price that I want. That's a limit order. Okay. So here's what the problem is. Under normal circumstances, the Ape Father would always tell you to go with the limit order, because, hey, you get the price you want. That's the bottom line. But when you're in a squeeze, I don't look, depending on what your Pluto is, depending on what your exit price is, things can happen very crazy in a squeeze. Okay. We've seen it with GameStop. We've seen it with Volkswagen. We've seen it a lot of times. Okay. You could see the price drop very quickly during a squeeze. Okay. So let me just give you for instance, right? Let's say let's call it $10,000. Okay. You want to get out at $10,000. Now, Ape Father is going to go higher, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay. So let's assume now AMC hits 10,000 a share. So you're like dancing. You're like, I'm happy, baby. Okay. So if you don't act very quickly, that 10,000 could immediately drop to who knows? During the squeeze, crazy volatility. You could see it go from 10,000 to 5,000, okay? So that's why the market order makes a lot of sense because, like, here's an example. You see it go to 10,000, you put a market order in, you might get out for who knows, maybe 9,000 or 9,200 or whatever. It's going to be, the person who's on the market at that time who's willing to give you the best price they're comfortable with. But it's immediate. So in other words, as soon as you sell it at that market order, you're immediately out. And for the most part, you're going to get something relatively close to to the price you want, if you act quick enough. Okay. But, the limit order. Now, here's an example. Let's say you put in a limit order for $10,000. Someone has to, it's not just people don't understand this. Even if the stock goes to 10,000 a share, it doesn't mean that someone will be on the market willing to pay that at that moment, right? So here's an example. You have a limit order, AMC goes to 10,000 a share, but nobody's willing to pay you 10,000 a share. So you're waiting thinking like, when am I going to get paid? And then the stock drops. So the market order, do you see the difference? The market order is a guarantee sell. It's guaranteed. You may not get the exact price you want, but you're not taking a risk that someone is not going to be willing to pay you the price that they want. You're not taking a risk of, the stock possibly plummeting because it could happen. During squeezes, you may only get one opportunity to get the price you want. Okay. And it's a crazy situation, but I just wanted to sum that up. You know what? I've been in the market a long time and market orders have always worked best for me. Okay. I understand that there is a downside to the market order because you're not technically getting the price that you want. Like for instance, if let's say you wanted 10,000 a share and you sell in a market order, you might get like 9,000 a share. You might get 9,200 a share, whatever the case may be. You're getting who's ever on the market who's willing to pay you the best price that they're comfortable with, but it's immediate. It's guaranteed. You know, you got to ask yourself a question. You know, would you rather take a guaranteed 9,200 or 2 to 5 minutes later see that thing at 5,000? You know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to cover that, the difference between a market order and a limit order, because, you know, when we squeeze, you're going to remember this video. My advice, market order. Get out. Okay, especially, look, if you see, look, everyone's got a different Pluto. Like, see, I'm not telling you when to sell. Everyone's got their own Pluto price. But I'm just telling you, when you see that Pluto price, you want to get out ASAP. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait. You want out. Market order will get you out immediately. Limit order will not get you out immediately. And you could take the chance of losing a lot of money. Okay, so thank you very much. Hope that helps you all out.